So, again, it goes without saying, I don't want to say what kind of a dog I am. I'm an idiotic dog. But here I am. I'm watching Skankfest. I'm drawn. I can't understand. Inevitably, I'm drawn to the skanks. I was watching Skankfest. It was a something, I don't know if it was Skankfest or a Kill Tony. I don't even know if they're the same thing. Somebody said it was a Skankfest. It was a Kill Tony combination. I don't even know what it is. If he used to be a skank, now he's a Kill Tony. To me, I don't understand it. Again, it's kind of a cool sign. I think the sign says Skankfest. There's some comedians, I guess they're like, what do you call avant-garde comedians? Because I've never heard of any of them before. They're sitting around some card tables. They got microphones. It looks like some Vegas strip lighting up above them. And they got a camera angle that, you can't tell there's only like 9 people. It feels like there's more than 9 people, but it's actually only 9 people. But they're doing this thing. This fat kid, he's standing on a soapbox. And this is where it gets a little whatever. First off, I feel like if it's a skank fest or skank commentary, because they said they could be the most offensive, it's like open season. You could make homophobic jokes as long as you did it through reference only. You wouldn't direct brutal homosexual jokes. Not even that funny, but or it was like more subtle, and you were being honest with it, and you were being, not laughing at homosexuals. You're laughing with the homosexuals. But normally you would say, hey, I can't do homosexual jokes or even reference homosexual jokes. But since it's with the skanks, you feel like you have more of leeway. I don't know what you would do, what you would say to step on people's toes, to not worry about other people's feelings, whatever. It's okay. But this kid, this poor guy, this comedian, this is a comedian in his own mind only, for starters. They should be calling this Porky Fest. This guy's not got a pot belly, he's got a barrel belly. He's like standing there in a moo-moo-esque t-shirt. But they're asking him questions, and it's really kind of sad. He says that he and his ex-wife, he's recently divorced by 2 months, mutually agreed to part. And this is where the homosexual references come in. This guy is an obvious latent homosexual. He is obviously closeted. He sounds, extraordinarily gay. If he wasn't so fat, I would assume by the lisping, effeminate nature of his voice, he's a straight-up homosexual. But that's it. That's the only part that's bad. Because what we really want to talk about is not the fact that, this guy's talking about a mutual. This woman is giving up a fat hack, closeted homosexual, and it's mutual. Like, what was he giving up? An alligator woman? She has the talons of an eagle and the face of an alligator. I mean, sheepers, creepers. Come on. It was mutual? No, this woman finally wised up. She lost a few pounds and somebody started paying attention to her. But he says it was mutual, and I'm like, I don't think so. But he goes on, this poor comedian, he goes on to say, if it's a choice between comedy and you, he says to the girl, they asked him a question, the other comedians, that looked, to be honest with you, it looks like the pornography guy that, Ron whatever, the one comedian, he either looks like Ron Jeremy or the guy from Click and Clack Brothers, the one comedian. The other one you can't even notice because the Click and Clack Brother guy, he's like, you're drawn to him. He's like optically, a magnetizing kind of a character with that whole get up, that hair and that whatever. But he's a little rotund himself, but he's asking the questions, he's digging, he's delving, and it comes out that this fat boy, he says, if it's a choice between you, between choosing comedy and you, honey, I choose comedy because I'm choosing me. And right then and there, the other guy should have pounced all over that. Those other skanks should have been all over that. They should have been raping this. They should have gouged this guy's belly open, spilled his guts on the stage, because that right there is pure bullshit. This guy was tossed out like an old couch, I don't know how he even landed a woman to begin with. Maybe his wife was code for his gay lover that finally got sick of this guy. You know this guy's got to be trying to wash parts of his body with a stick, a washcloth tied onto a stick or a toilet brush. He's big. So the whole thing doesn't smack. There was no good comedy. This guy, if this guy is on there to be a comedian, he needs to go back to comedian school.